what's up? I'm Blake and ep.24.
I'm Alejandro, I'm no gamer tag, but I'm still Alejandro, am I not? Said it best.
And this is...
Ooh.
Well, we'll talk about that. I should probably read the sponsor first.
Yeah.
Okay. The sponsor of this podcast is the YouTube channel Stinky65A. He does mostly PC videos on Minecraft and other games. So yeah, go check out Bryce's channel. Even though he filmed 3 videos and they didn't have audio. And then he made an announcement video to tell people what happened, and that video didn't have audio.
Yes.
And it's the thebob232 podcast episode.
Oh, raccoon hat!
Episode 24, the 3rd live podcast. This time, with Alejandro, the only other person who's been live, not counting me.
The only person...
we're not asleep this time.
Oh, the only person who nobody knows who he is, because who cares,
No,
right?
You had the longest...
I don't care.
In the podcast, the 50th sub thing, you had the longest thank you.
Yeah, but still nobody knows who I am.
No one knows who Austin is either.
They probably know him better a lot. Like if
I don't know. Austin is kind of dumb.
I'm kind of dumb.
You've been on a lot. I think they know you more because you've been on a lot of podcasts where it's just me and you, and it's like that's a subject. Like they know you better because you have more talk time because there's only 2 people that can talk. Yeah,
but like if compared to like the only couple of 20 people who actually watch this, like if they go talk to us and say like, oh hey, are you the guy who does the podcast thing?
I don't think they And
then if he goes like,
hey, but no one has seen what Austin, like they've seen what you look like more. You know why? Because when it was only you, like those podcasts where it was only you and me, sometimes you'd switch the video.
Ah.
And we couldn't do that with 3 people.
I probably look.
So I think they'd probably see you more. I don't know though, but yeah, we have such a backup of podcast because I uploaded episode 22 after we filmed episode 23, and now this is episode 24.
It's jacked up because like
we don't need to do a podcast for like 3 weeks, dude. That's 2.
We're like free to go. Just upload the ones you already have.
Yeah, I'm thinking about uploading episode 23 tomorrow, which will be Sunday, March 23rd, and then this one could be sometime during the weekend. I have to do anyone that is as long as they are now have to be on the weekends because I don't have enough time to upload them. But I can do some PC videos on my channel. So I did 1 Minecraft video. I uploaded that yesterday.
Does it have audio?
Yeah, it does. No, that was so funny. Bryce filmed 3 Borderlands 2 videos, and they all didn't have audio. And so then he's like, oh crap. And so then he makes a video, like, filming his face and, like, explaining what happened. But that video didn't have audio.
You sort of explained what happened already.
Luke wants me to come over. Hang on, let me tell Luke.
Tell him to meet hose off. Meet hose!
I'm gonna say I can't, I'm dying. No, not during.
For anyone who hasn't watched
the
last podcast I
we can't talk about episode 23.
I don't care. Last podcast I don't know my words anymore. I said Skin's phone number. By the way, Tyler Skinner, his phone number is, again,
don't say it again. Don't say it again, please, seriously. That's not cool.
Watch the previous podcast.
Which is not up yet.
It will be.
Yeah.
You can't have a 24th.
No, we can't talk about that was in that podcast. You can't. The meat hose.
You can't have the 24th without the 23rd.
Actually,
you can't have number 2 without number 1.
We're retarded. We could talk about that podcast because this one will be up after it.
So can I say his phone number?
No, you still can't do that. But if you want to reference something that happened...
Just a couple clicks and touches away, like... Boop.
No, you didn't. Dude, I tried my best to talk over that because that's not cool. I was actually thinking about sending a message to some people in HRMJ telling them to call this number and say like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Or something like that. But I don't think we should give Skin's number away. That's really not cool. We already did it. But
you sort of almost gave my number away.
I did?
Yeah, remember when
we said half of Austin's license plate? We're really bad about that. We used to be good about it. We used to be like, let's not say last names, let's not say anything like that.
And in the podcast after that, you said my whole name.
It was an accident.
Oh, sorry, Alejandro. Last name, other last name.
No, I was like, Mr. Alejandro Rubio. Wish I do it. It's totally outrageous.
Do it right now. I don't care anymore.
It's already happened. Honestly, that used to be such a big deal.
You know what? I don't care anymore because if you do say my name, I know another guy whose name is exactly like mine.
There's a bunch of people whose name is the same thing. If you look up your whole full name on Google, there's pictures.
No, but I've met him.
Oh, that must be
strange.
Yeah,
it was a strange experience.
Anyone's like, nice to meet you, Alejandro Rubio Reyes, and you guys are all like, nice to meet you. Did you guys see that thing in movies where they meet like a twin and they're like,
you look like.
And
like they just move their hands like.
Dude, I saw so my dog used to look like her cousin's dog. He doesn't anymore because her cousin's dog is a freaking fatso. But
okay.
And when my dog first met their dog, they did that thing. And they looked at each other and they're like, they actually turned their heads and they're like, at the same time. It's a funny.
Did they sort of go like this? Like they just sort of like follow each other?
But they did do like the head thing. I wish I would have filmed it. I'm actually kind of sad I didn't.
You got the raccoon head now, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah, no animals were killed in the filming of this except that one.
Except.
Well, it wasn't killed in the filming of this, so it's okay. But okay, you're not gonna be able to really participate in this conversation that much. But last night was the Monster Jam Racing World Finals 2014. It was crazy. There was controversy in Leo Dunnell and Max D's race. Great Digger the Legend became only the second person to defend his title after winning this year and last year in racing. Tonight is freestyle. I don't know who's going to win because it's going to be a crazy freestyle track, so I am excited. But let's not talk about that because Alejandro doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. But
while you were speaking to sponsors, I was like this the whole time.
Yeah, you know what you should do? Probably get your notes out because I'm worried. I'm literally like, I gotta think of something else to talk about because I'm running out of ideas.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Well, me and Alejandro, I don't know if we should really go into this, but if we have, hopefully we'll have enough time, but I think we're gonna do some stuff like outside and stuff and like.
Outside? What?
Like go outside and do stuff, but like.
If it rains, I can film you putting a wet floor sign.
We don't have a wet floor sign.
I
really I'm gonna do that video sometime in my lifetime. If it's like
someday
I'm about to die,
I will catch the perfect storm.
If I die in the video, no, I don't need the perfect storm. I just need rain and I need to catch the perfect wet floor sign. The storm is not that big of an issue.
I need to go to the perfect store, get the perfect floor sign, and put it on the perfect road with the perfect storm in it.
Go to Taco Bell, take the Mijos,
and
shoot everybody and take the wet floor sign. I feel like stealing a wet floor sign would be like a big illegal offense. Like not only did you steal something, like I don't know, don't you feel like it'd be like a really bad thing, like worse than just stealing a normal thing, like a wet floor sign is like a government thing or something. I don't know why. I feel like I feel like taking a wet floor sign and getting caught would be really bad. I don't know why.
Why would? That's like stealing a pen.
Well, are they okay? How?
From like.
Well, but it's not like store merchandise. Who owns the wet floor sign? It's not like you're stealing something from a store, so it's costing.
They have to buy it.
It's costing the store to lose money that they could have made. It's not like it was for sale. So who owns it? Who are you stealing it from? The store or the company or the government? Like who's the person that distributes the wet floor sign?
You're stealing it from the universe.
They all look the same. I have never seen a wet floor sign in America that looks different than like another one.
I've seen different floor signs.
Well, you're from Mexico though. So
Dang it!
Do they say like English second?
Yeah, they say English second.
So is that how that is? Is that how it is in Mexico? Because like here, especially with like it's sometimes it'll be like Chinese and other language, but it's usually English and Spanish and sometimes other languages. Is it like that in Mexico? But English is not on top.
It's the same way Dora is like how Dora teaches Spanish here. Mm-hmm. They teach English.
Wait,
in
really?
Mexico. Yeah.
Wait, is it Dora?
It's Dora speaking Spanish and she teaches English.
Seriously?
I was talking about this to somebody like in my tech class, since we don't do English and stuff. Like they go like,
That's funny.
Does she ever say, "Hola, vámonos, let's go to Starbucks"?
never thought they would do that. Like, that's funny.
Then he started making up this random web where, like, in Japan, Dora speaks German.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Dora teaches German, and this, like, it just got to be...
I feel like it's only in Mexico or America that Dora's in.
I wonder if Antarctica has its own language. Antarcticanese.
They're just like, oh. Like, it's really cold, and then they say it backwards, and it means something else. Like, I'm dead now. But, well, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, it was gonna spawn such an amazing conversation, too. God dang it.
What was that? You're like...
It made a cool noise, like... I can't do it again. I don't know why I
do it there. I'll face you.
No, it was like... I was like when you made that weird noise, and like, I don't know what just happened on the last episode. Okay, yeah. I like put my tongue in there too. I was like...
Oh, you did it. Well, don't make me laugh. I'm gonna drink my Gatorade.
Okay.
Remember how I said I was gonna...
because that's gonna sting. So...
I'm doing a very bad job of preserving this. You know how, before we started this, I said that this is my life source and I must preserve it? I'm doing a very bad job at it.
I'm really trying to think about what I was going to say. It's really annoying me. If you laugh, that's your fault. Sorry, that was just... Oh, I know what we can talk about. So, actually, no. Because never mind. But, should you tell the story about Skin's keys?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, it's very hard, like, to...
Well...
Yeah, let me do it like smart people do it. Well, you know, the philosophy of this...
Everyone that has glasses looks Asian when they take them off. Did you know that?
Do I look Asian right now?
No.
Oh!
You're the only guy who heard himself putting on glasses.
No, look, I think I sort of heard my eye like that. Like I
just tell the story.
Alright, so Tyler Skinners. Tyler of the Skinners. Tyler Skinner.
Skin. Just tell the story.
Okay, Skin.
Hey, we just said his full name.
I tricked you.
We're screwing Skin over so bad. But we're never gonna tell him. Just keep telling the story.
Thomas Jacob Moron.
Tell the story.
Alright, so Skin, he has this sort of back pocket in his, what he calls a backpack, even though it's not really a backpack. Hey, I didn't say backpack like I usually do.
So anyway, earlier you said he has this sort of...
I know, shut up. Okay, so he has this one part that he keeps like this sort of container that looks like a Tic Tac box, only bigger, but it's not transparent. So I was like, you know, I'm the average guy. Not average, but, you know, I'm a guy. At least I think I am.
I'm a human.
I'm a
Just tell the story,
okay,
dude.
Okay.
I've already forgotten the whole thing.
Okay. I'm a human, and of course I want Tic Tacs, and when you want Tic Tacs, you get Tic Tacs. No matter way possible.
It's a known fact.
I stole it.
I won't turn! Oh, I couldn't turn a thing.
First you're telling me to finish the story, now you're I was just interrupting you.
I had to look like an idiot. I was like... Alright, sorry.
Alright, so I take his sort of, what we're calling now as Tic Tac box. I took his Tic Tac box, and inside the Tic Tac box...
This is the longest... This story is a 2-second story. Shh. You're making it a whole day. I almost couldn't turn it again. Tell the story.
It's how old people tell their tales.
But you're not old.
I'm older than I used to be before.
I'm older than you, and I don't tell stories like this.
Okay.
Tell the story!
I am a younger child. I have a more creative mind.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
That is just weird. Freaking ape.
Sounds like what?
like an alien.
Alright, so I took his Tic Tac box, and inside the Tic Tac box, I saw his keys, and I sort of just returned it back to him. He didn't know I took it from him, so I had to sneak it back into his backpack. And when I told him the story, he said,
Oh. So, like, I thought... So he... Oh, I thought I was going to burp, but I started to cough. Now the burp is, like, trapped. I feel like it's about to come up.
I'll take it off.
It won't come out.
It's simple. Just let the air out. That is not a burp. That is a laugh.
It feels like a burp. It's, like, trapped. Okay. This is weird. I can't... I got the weirdest feeling. Okay, so anyways, so basically I was like, instead of returning it, he doesn't know Skin's address, but if he knew it, he should have like went to his house, and hopefully Skin was still outside the door, just like banging on it, trying to get in.
Like, oh my god, somebody took my Tic Tac box.
And so like, and Alejandro, without even like looking or saying anything at him, walks right past him, opens the door, leaves the keys in the door, and then just turns around without even acknowledging that Skin was there, and that would have been so funny. There we go.
Hey!
That smelled disgusting.
I don't smell anything.
It's really bad. Okay,
Smells bad in Mexico so much that I can't smell anything.
Bryce was farting so much in the car on the way home from school yesterday. It was crazy. Bryce's farts could fuel an airplane.
He probably had a bad
They are crazy. Also, our kitchen tables, like, they're so awesome. They, like, amplify farts. It's so cool, dude.
Your kitchen table?
Yeah, if you fart on the chairs, it's, like, so much more loud. It's so funny.
Does it sound like thunder?
Bryce farted one time and it sounded like a cannon.
Okay, since I sort of kind of know you, I'm gonna guess that you'd went like this. Like, if you were right next to me, you would go like this. Whoa! Right? You would have done that. You would have done that. You would have done that.
I would have done that dramatically.
No, you would have done that.
You jumped 5 feet in the air.
That wasn't 5 feet. That was like 3 inches. Probably 2. 3 centimeters.
So you know Tyler Leal?
Yeah.
And you know Chris Gillette?
Nope.
Well, just picture me, Tyler Leal, and then another person just as dumb, together trying to make an index card tower that can support textbooks. That's what we have to do in tech.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, but okay. Oh, I just said his last name.
Not only did you say Tyler's last name, but the other bitch's last name.
I didn't realize that.
So far, we've said 4 full names.
I don't think
Tyler, whatever that dude's name.
I think phone number and address is bad, but full name isn't bad anymore.
Skins and also Thomas's.
Oh, I remember the story I was about to tell. I'll tell that, and then I'll tell this story, because this ties into what we were just talking about. So, when the internet first started, like, you did not want to, before Facebook, really, you can't give out your name, you can't give out your full name or anything like that.
Or like just your first
address and phone number is bad. Like, that's still dangerous.
I'll tell you something that's worse.
But say someone's first and last name, no, who cares?
Then why are you making such a big deal about it?
No, I know. I mean, I always make a big deal out of it, and then I realize we don't really need to. But sometimes, but the reason I make a big deal of it is because some people, even though they know that anyone can look up a random name, find someone on Facebook, almost everyone is on Facebook, especially in America. So, like, but the people, like, I don't think, I never asked Tyler if I can say his full name on the podcast today, even though I didn't. So, like, that's why I get mad, like, if it's something like that. Because I don't know if Tyler wants me saying that, even though it really doesn't matter. So anyways, you can stop doing that now.
I'm the new Squidward. My nose is hairy.
The burp happened again, and I think it's still stuck. Okay, so anyways, like... I can't focus, dude.
Sorry.
Basically, Chris G did not...
Just say his last name. It doesn't matter.
Chris Gillette on Facebook did not, I don't know if he has Facebook, did not really understand the concept of 2 stories.
This is purple. It's not brown, it's purple.
Oh my god. Anyways, did not understand the concept that we had to have 2 stories. Each story had to be an inch or taller. But I'm not going to say that one. I'm going to stop myself.
No.
Our tech teacher
just say
Mr. L did not realize, no, he said the table can count as each floor had to have a floor and a ceiling. So he said the table can count as the floor to your first floor. But Chris thought that, he thought the table counted as a whole floor. So he kept building, a thing, and he'd be like, okay, we're done. And then put a textbook on it, and it would crush. And we're like, don't test it out if it's not done, dude. Let's build a second floor. And he's like, it already has a second floor. And we're like...
What?
That's,
Okay, so...
Chris thought that the table, our teacher...
No, I'm just saying.
He said that so we had to build on the table, right? Mm-hmm. Said the table counts as, the floor to your first floor. And that, the ceiling like that, this is a whole floor, but, for a house. Yeah. So it's like that. So this would be the table, and then that'd be the ceiling. And then there has to be a floor on top, so the ceiling's the floor, and then another ceiling, like a 2-story house. So basically, yeah, like that. But Chris, for some reason, he was he thought, we had we made squares, out of, together out of index cards. Mm-hmm. And it was just, so basically, a rectangle, and it was that's all maybe. He thought we were done because he thought the floor counted as a whole floor. 1 floor and then 2.
Okay.
Which is retarded, and we didn't get anything done because we had 5 minutes left in class when he finally realized what we were trying to tell him.
Oh.
We just crushed our index cards with textbooks basically. So yeah, this is a podcast. Do you not understand this either?
No, I don't.
I understand. I get that because it's
I'll
hard.
probably understand it in 5 minutes.
It's probably also because I'm explaining it to you. That's you get a pass because I'm not good at explaining stuff like that.
Do I get a free homework pass?
Yeah, I'm not very good at explaining stuff like that. But if you were in the classroom and you didn't understand it, then yeah, and if you did it, then you'd be an idiot. But yeah. So, look at your notes. I don't have anything to talk about. Hurry. Dude, I can't believe we were talking about on the last podcast how good we are at conversationing, and now we're just it's we took 5 episodes.
Now the only thing we can...
I don't know what just happened.
Now the only thing funny we can do is just do random noises and the alien noise and saying...
Did you watch the second video I did on Bryce's channel?
No, wait, which one?
The second Minecraft video I did?
Yes, I did.
It was funny. When we went on Racer Rounds.
Totally playing Minecraft.
Yeah, you see, I put that in the Minecraft.
Yeah. Meatholes!
That took me 3 hours to edit.
So it's kind of funny how no one realizes that I'm in my computer and anyone can hear me randomly yelling meat-hoses, and nobody knows what I'm talking about since I have headphones.
In your house?
Yes, in my house.
Yeah, we talked about that. I didn't even realize that you have headphones, so they can't even hear me.
So
oh my god, that's funny, dude.
They just hear me as what is he talking about?
Yeah, see, and it's even funnier because they don't know what I'm saying, so it's just your part. It's like listening to 2 psychopaths talk on a phone, but you only are on one side of it. But yeah, I just always think Alejandro was in, his whole family's always walking around while he's yelling the meat hose and talking about people getting stuck in a chair and stuff. And I just...
Freaking saying your mom is a liger.
Yeah,
and calling myself imagine if you had a child and you just walked in on his room and he's like, I'm the beverage whisperer.
Yeah.
Imagine what the heck is wrong with you? What did they teach you in school?
You probably sent it to a mental institute that Dorothea Dix made.
I think
hey, don't read this out loud. Actually, no, I don't want to show
I'll read it.
No, it's not going to be funny. Never mind, it's inappropriate. Never mind. It's a Mad Lib that me and Robbie did, and it's really funny.
You mean this one?
No, it's not that one. It's not that one, but don't read it.
Oh, it's another one, okay.
But after, I'll show you it when we're outside of the house, when I'm skateboarding and you're
Do you not?
doing whatever.
Do you not?
You want to do? Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna skateboard with you.
I don't know how to skateboard.
And
Remember the
we're
story?
gonna film it. We're gonna film
Okay.
it. I'm gonna
tell a story.
skateboard and you're gonna try to skateboard. We're gonna have the camera with us.
Did
Okay.
I tell you the story about how I tried to skateboard? Because I can talk.
You
talk
tell me
about
the
that
story,
right
but first we have to take a picture for the Facebook page.
now. Hang on, raccoon hat. Behind the scenes of podcast.
During the picture. Oh, what?
It's facing the other one.
I didn't have it on the other screen. Okay. Anyways. You're like blurry.
Okay, let's do that again.
No, it's okay. That was good.
Fine, we can do it while we're skateboarding. Okay, so this is the story of how I tried to skateboard.
Mhm.
Keyword tried.
Mhm. I'm super good at skateboarding.
So,
you'll see.
Um,
I don't want to get all the rails out and stuff because I don't want to carry stuff. I might get the rails out, but
I'll
I don't want
get
to
the
get. I
rails.
don't
I
want to
can-
get my ramps out and stuff because
I can carry it.
I don't know, but I don't
I'm
feel
a
like
big
getting the
boy.
ramps out. We can get the rail. I can get my rail and my big piece of wood out though.
I'm a big boy.
I have a big piece of wood that I
I'm a big
use.
boy.
I have a big piece of wood in the garage that I use for skateboarding, and I take it out of the garage sometimes. My big piece of wood.
So anyway, this kid named Matt in my first period class, he brought his skateboard and like he just sort of left it there in the class. And I was like, oh, he forgot. I better give it back to him. And since he's in the 7th grade hall, he's a 7th grader. I sort of have knowledge of 7th grade, but I don't
Mhm.
sort of go near him because I gotta go to the 8th grade hallway. So
I can't spell the word episode.
like-
oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh no, I got it.
So, I tried to turn it to him, but I don't know where he goes after first period. And I tried to find him, but I couldn't. So I was like, you know what? I know exactly where he sits during lunch. I better give it back to him then. And
Mhm.
between 5th period and lunch, which is sort of hangout time with myself and other people.
Mhm.
Yes, I do actually have more friends than just you.
I know that. I was
Oh.
at your birthday party and I've seen Houston. He's friends with the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a 7th grader though, so doesn't
Did I
count.
miss anything
doesn't
important because
count.
I kind of accidentally zoned out when I
No.
was typing?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay, let's go.
Did you hear that he forgot his skateboard?
Yeah.
I tried to give it back to him.
Yeah, I got it.
I know.
Let's
I'm
go.
just continuing. So I was like, okay, I know where he goes during lunch and like freaking hang out all the time. Okay, so the other person who I walk with wasn't there at the moment because that person went with another person. So I was all alone by myself in the hallway,
Mhm.
and I tried to skateboard. I was like, oh, I can't get in the hang of
in
it.
the school hallway?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's different because there's a bunch of bumps. And, like, is it a normal skateboard or like a penny board or what?
It was a normal. You saw it, remember? You were like, why
Oh,
are you carrying
that
that
skateboard! Yeah, wait, was it in the main hallway or was there carpet?
It was in the carpet.
Oh, well, that'd still be hard, but not as bad. Okay.
So I was like, oh, I kind of got the hang of it. I got sort of a little bit.
How are you in the hallway with no one there? There's so many people in
The hall
hallway.
in the lockers.
What?
You know where your locker is?
Mm-hmm.
In that
How
area.
was there no one there? Wait, did you use the bathroom or something?
No, it was between.
Oh,
that
and
place
no one
and
saw
lunch.
this? No teachers or anything?
No, because I was sort of waiting for a person and they didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
It's like, well.
You should have done a kickflip.
Okay, so.
You should grind it. Your cousin
Look.
can grind, but you can't grind it.
Yeah, I can't.
I can grind. On the
I
skateboard.
don't
My
have a
cousin can't though.
I don't have a cousin who can.
I
either.
can, but my cousin can't. So okay. Anyway.
So I
I
was
farted. Oh, I did it again. All right, let's go.
If you were in the kitchen, would it be like thunder? And I would probably.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Because it was not that loud.
Okay, so I tried to do it, and I was like, oh, I got the hang of it. And I just sort of got a little bit too cocky, and like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bail out of the skateboard while I'm riding it, and I'm gonna do a front flip. Well, not like an actual front flip standing up, but
So
like
you've never skateboarded and you're gonna try that?
Yes. So I tried to do that, and when I bailed out, I sort of bailed out in the side where the lockers were. So I banged
into a locker?
Yes, I banged my head into a locker, and the skateboard went like to the other.
Hang on.
To the other locker side.
Hope this
When
isn't
somebody
too-
actually saw the whole. Oh
You
yes.
think this too loud?
Bring the cold. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot it
Maybe.
over.
Probably.
Let's put it over here.
Probably.
That won't be too bad if it's over here. It's on the lowest setting.
Like okay, imagine this.
Just talk. Don't talk quietly.
A guy trying to skateboard.
Why is it turning?
I don't know, Blake.
That's freaking me out.
I don't know. So, a guy trying to skate. Okay, pretend this.
That's freaking me out. That was weird.
I'm trying to do a live demonstration, okay?
Okay. I'm watching.
Okay.
Don't put an open Gatorade bottle on your phone.
It's not open.
It's open. Like, I'm talking about
close it. Okay.
Factory seal.
So, pretend my hand is the locker, except that when it's touching this, because so I was trying to skateboard, me bailing out, and I banged my head again. Okay, pretend the locker.
You dived head first into a locker. I know.
Yes,
I know what diving head first into a locker looks like.
And then the skateboard went back, and like somebody in the other part of the hallway that
is gonna be good.
like saw that, like they just like saw a skateboard roll out, like, and then bang into
like
the
a
locker.
ghost skateboard.
Yeah, like it just turned around, and like I'm going after, and like I meant to do that, and then I just go back. I gave it back to him. He thought somebody stole it, and he reported it.
I know what we should do. Have we told the story about the hyperactive thing?
Wait,
did we tell that on the podcast?
hang on. Before you continue with that story, he said he reported it in, so the teachers must have known what the skateboard looked like. So what if they saw me with it, but didn't know I was gonna return it to
if the kid got in trouble.
No. I would get in trouble because they know what the skateboard looks like, because he told them. And imagine what, like, saying a random okay, pretend you have a friend.
Did you get in trouble? Because if you didn't, you don't need to tell this part.
Oh, no, I didn't get in trouble.
Okay.
Pretend you have a friend who has a skateboard. He lost the skateboard.
And his cousin can grind.
And he has another friend, but you don't know he is friends with that guy. So you go like, oh, I know what that skateboard looks like, and then you just see a random Mexican guy with his skateboard, like, hey, Jackknife, that's his skateboard. Like, just beat him to Taekwondo black belt death.
Okay, I got 3 things that I have to talk about, so that's going to give us some time. So, first is that this is going to be short. When I was trying to find the quote for the first podcast quote last Monday, the podcast, I don't know if it was in the one from the quotes from or was in the one I listened to before, and I thought the quote was in that one, but I got the wrong episode. But I farted in the podcast and no one on Skype heard it, but the camera heard it perfectly. It was really funny. And then second, so like, I don't know if we've told the story about like when you got in trouble when you came up to me and Joey and the teacher put on your card, running, jumping and punching in the halls. Yeah. But and I think you've told the story about what you said to her, like your explanation for why you did it. But even if we have to tell the story, we're gonna tell it again so they can see what you did. So tell a story so you can your little weird.
Here, you tell the story because I'm gonna, you know me.
But I'm gonna do the hyperactive thing.
I know. You tell me when I need to do the hyperactive thing.
No, you tell it because then you tell it.
I'll just tell the long story.
I don't
not
remember
the short.
No. Just start from teacher takes him. Me and Joey go to class, and then now it's just you with the teacher. Long. You with the teacher, go.
Look, you said it yourself. I have a way of making short stories. No, you with just tell it. I
want a long story so we have to come up with more stuff to talk about.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna try to make it short. So, like, I just see Blake on the other side of the hallway.
No, not from there. After you've already gotten in trouble.
I thought you said.
Me and Joey have left, and you're alone with the teacher.
Ooh. She saw me jumping, running, punching in the walls.
Which already happened.
She asked me. She was like, "Why did you do this again?" And I was like, I live by a philosophy. Like, if you get in trouble, you better get in trouble creatively. Like, not just like if you're gonna talk to your friends.
You're already in trouble, so you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you got nothing
just make
to
yourself
lose
laugh.
at all. And also, if you fail at a test or something like that, fail at a test or something like that, you gotta fail it creatively. I've done that with vocabulary. I've done that. Like, made up random definitions of words. I've done that. So, like, she goes like, "Why have you done this?" And I was like, "I'm hyperactive."
It's the weirdest thing. That reminds me, like,
let me take that off my notes.
So, you know what doesn't matter? The PE homework? You're not in PE, so you don't have it, But you had it in 6th grade. Well, since I'm in PE this year,
I'm so good at this that I go to PE and then go right back. Because I follow you to PE, and then I just head back. I'm too good for PE.
On the PE homework we had this week, this kid, I don't know, I don't really know him, but everyone, this is a true story.
Oh man, I'm putting my password wrong.
He confirmed that he actually did this. He turned the PE homework in. It wasn't this one actually, it was the last one we had. Anyways, he turned one of the PE homeworks in, and he didn't go to the website or anything. He just put La Leche for every answer, and he got a 100. It just proves my point that they don't look at it. So
I don't know if this is Durango hair or raccoon hair. I don't.
It doesn't matter. But okay, so here's something. So we just saw the creepy thing with the fan. Do you have any more ghost stories that's happened since the last time we told ghost stories? Because ghost stories are fun on the podcast.
Did you just say ghost stories are food?
No, fun. Tell on the podcast.
I heard food.
Especially when there's someone else in the room with me, because I hate when we tell ghost stories I'm by myself. Even though it's on Skype, I'm still scared.
Did I ever tell you how when I went to camp, the same camp where I saw the other Alejandro Rubio Reyes, how there was just this shadowy thing of a girl.
Oh, you've told that story on the podcast.
Dang it!
Has anything else happened at your house?
Still terrifies me to this day.
Has anything else happened at your house since?
I don't know if it was a counselor, but...
Since the door opened by itself during the podcast.
No, I think that... What's the ghost from Ghostbusters, the green one? What's that one called?
I don't know.
I think that guy turned into Casper. He doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay. That guy's from a movie. Why would he be in your house? And Casper's what is wrong with you?
Because he's evil, and Casper is a friendly ghost.
But there's not another Casper in real life, and there's not another green guy in real life.
He could have changed his name with a death certificate.
In real life?
Never mind.
You're retarded.
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry.
I am.
That made me mad.
I
but
don't care.
Can you answer my question?
I'm an idiot and I take pride in that.
Since the podcast, because you didn't even answer my question at all. Since the podcast, you told me about Casper and it didn't even make any sense. So, since the podcast...
It makes sense from an angle.
Okay. Thank you for wasting 2 minutes of my life.
Technically, it makes sense on the physiological... I'm trying to be smart.
Okay, can I ask you a question again? Since the so
Ow! I didn't know it was behind me.
Since the episode where that was so dumb.
I think I'm bleeding.
Since the episode,
I feel some sort of.
Since the episode where that door opened by itself during the podcast, has anything weird happened at your house?
No.
Okay. Good,
that's what I was trying to say. He became Casper.
Oh, I know, but that didn't mean anything.
Ghost.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check the time.
Okay. How long is it?
Look at your notes while I'm doing this.
Okay.
Because I don't know what to talk about.
Phone activate. My God, why do you keep putting my password wrong?
We're gonna have to go. I guess we could go to 45 minutes if we feel like it. But I feel like you're gonna say something in your notes, and it's gonna the last time you checked your notes was 20 minutes ago, and we're almost at 40 minutes. So it just spawns conversations. You know what sucks though?
What?
For me, I have to do this anyways, because I'm always on the camera. You're on Skype, so you can check your notes and people don't care. Or people don't notice unless I, tell you to, it's just in there. But on the live podcast, they can see you just, on your phone looking for notes while I'm trying to, vamp. First time I heard the word vamp, I thought it meant turn into, or act like a vampire. But it actually means, just keep the audience entertained,
it's one thing that annoys
I thought it meant act like a vampire. I saw this video, it was, Matt from Rooster Teeth at RTX vamping, and I clicked the video because I thought he was going to be acting like a vampire.
It's one weird thing?
What?
I found this in my notes. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But you know that one journal that I just sort of draw in it and never do anything useful with it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it predicts the future.
This is going to be a good story.
Alright, remember the set of sort of drawings that you sort of always died in?
Uh-huh.
After that, you just were absent for like 3 days. I was like, what the? Is he dead? Is he actually?
Wait. Are you talking about the one from? Is that like right before I had that surgery and we all convinced me and Thomas?
Yeah.
And Skinner convinced you that I died, which was so funny.
Wait, hang on. That wasn't 3 days. That was just 1 day. You were absent for that 1 day.
But do you remember I told you were like, don't die from the surgery? I was like, the doctor said I'm going to be at school. I don't know if I've told the story. Doctor said I'm going to be at school on Monday, but if I'm not there, it means I die from the surgery. And see, Alejandro didn't notice because I didn't tell him. And it was like 3 people who I told them like that I was in on this, that to keep this joke alive. And I knew the doctor said I was going to be absent from school on Monday. Because this is like, I had the surgery during Thanksgiving break, so I knew I was going to have like almost a full week off because of Thanksgiving break, and then I miss 1 Monday of the next week. But I told Alejandro that I know I'm going to be at school on Monday, and the only reason I'm not going to be there is if I die from the surgery, even though I knew I wasn't going to be there. And so then, since I wasn't there on Monday like normal, Alejandro thought I died from the surgery, and it worked perfectly.
I've never looked so retarded ever in my life before you have told me that.
No, I think I'd probably fall for that too.
And
it was a pretty well thought out joke. Like, you should not be ashamed that you fell for that because it was really well thought out and planned well. Especially for me, Thomas, and Skinner.
I also drew one where Thomas died, and after that he said he was leaving.
He told me. Well, I knew he was gonna move away sometime.
So in a way, he just sort of died.
Well, he told me because like I met him in 6th grade, and he told me like. He didn't know how long, but he knew eventually he was gonna like live back in Britain. But so even though he didn't move back to Britain, like he didn't move away, but I knew sometime he was gonna move away. Most likely, if that ended up being the case, like he said, it probably would be. But I didn't know he was gonna like that. That wasn't what I was talking about. I knew if that's what happens, he will probably move away eventually, but go to Britain, not a private school.
See, he sort of died out in a way.
Kind of. So. Have you predicted the future that doesn't involve people dying?
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow when I look in my journal.
It's like you predicting like...
I'm going to imagine every single drawing I've ever done in there. Nothing useful at all.
Did you start doing this before you had the podcast? Or before we did the podcast?
Yes.
Well, did you ever say like... Was there ever one where it's like you had a podcast? Was there ever like a drawing where you had a podcast?
No.
Oh, that would have been funny.
There was one though where
Alejandro's the only person who was not part of the. No, actually, never mind. Alejandro joined the Dream Team last.
The Dream Team.
Because me and Joey were part of the Dream Team because we were both on the first episode, and we didn't think this was gonna. Let me give the background. I don't think I've ever told the whole complete story about the podcast.
I don't know the whole complete story.
Okay, well I'm gonna tell you. As of the first episode, me and Joey assumed every episode would be like 15 minutes. They wouldn't be as long as they are now. We didn't think it was even going to last that long. We honestly didn't even think it was going to get past like 5 episodes. We also only planned to have me and Joey, the only 2 cast members.
Hey, 5 episodes. The 5th episode is where I joined.
Yeah, we only planned
to
have...
What a coincidence.
Also, the original plan
didn't stop after the 5th one. What a coincidence.
The original plan was that it was just gonna be me and Joey in every episode, but if that stayed true, it wouldn't have surprised me if we didn't get past that many episodes. Because if Joey couldn't do it, we couldn't have the podcast, So then, literally within 5 episodes, we got we went from a 2-person podcast to a 5-person podcast.
And then back to a 2-person podcast when it's just me and you.
There is at least, I know for sure that there's one episode that is never going to come out, and I think I deleted everywhere it was. I'll talk about that in a second. Basically, after the first episode, I text Kellen and Austin, and this before I couldn't really contact Alejandro, Well, I had his phone number, but I don't know why, I just didn't think like...
Not phone number. Home.
Yeah.
Phone number.
Well, I didn't really like...
Because those were the days where I didn't have a phone.
Mm-hmm. So I text Austin and Kellen, and I text a bunch of people, and Austin and Kellen were the only ones that said they would be like, yeah, sure. So then this is the episode that never came out. Second episode was just me and Austin. Wait, actually, no, yeah, second episode, just me and Austin. never came out, and it had one of the funniest stories ever. But it was just a really bad episode because, can you imagine? You know how Austin's he's better now, but when he first started out, especially, he sucked at doing a podcast. You know, he just didn't. He always
He doesn't
weird
suck
noises.
anymore. What?
Well, no, but he sucked worse than he does now. Like he would just like yell random stuff and stuff. Yeah, and just like talk over everyone like even more than he does now. But
that is not a world I want to live in.
So basically, imagine that. Imagine Austin. In the first, he's never been in an episode, and it's just me and him. So yeah, that was a bad episode. But he told this story where
you can never get a good podcast with just you and Austin.
Yeah, I know. But
you need to have at least a third person.
That's why that podcast never got released. But there's a story, and I'm going to tell it now, because I want this story to be out there. Austin told the story about how he was on vacation one time, and him and his cousin, who was his cousin, she was like a couple years older than him, and then like 3 or 4 or something like that, old cousin who was younger than him, of course, and they were at Home Depot, and how they were like just like messing around, while their parents were shopping, and then like they look and the little kid isn't there, and they're like where'd he go? So they look for him. They find him using one of the display toilets, and he took like a dump in it. It was so funny. And so then after that, that podcast never got released. Then we recorded one. Me and Kellen recorded 2 episodes with that. Then we recorded episode 4, and I don't remember who was on that one. And then you know what? That might have
episode 5.
And then episode 5 we have Alejandro, and then that's the full dream team. And then Kellen fell off the face of the earth, and no one knows what happened to him.
He's suicided.
And then episode 6.
My life juice is gone.
Episode 6 when we had the full dream team. That was a thing. That was a thing.
There is barely any podcast that don't have me.
Yeah, I know. You're on the well, no. I'm on the most episodes.
Yeah, I'm the second.
I'm going to start a counter, but I'm not going to include myself.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
What?
Counter of podcast episodes. I'll do that after we finish this one.
What do you mean counter of podcast episodes?
Like everyone has a name, and then they have a tally, like, for how many episodes they've been on. But I'm not going to include myself. Should I include guests? Yeah, I'll include guests since I'm not including myself. Because of course I'll be in the lead. Okay, let me look up episode 4, because I think that actually might have been the one where Austin told that story. Because I know we actually tried to record another one with Austin where he just had his uncle come on and talk to me.
Did you ever post
it was
that?
the most... No. I know if episode 4 isn't the one that I'm thinking about, then hang on, let me see.
That bear is
Featuring...
distracting me.
Oh, what?
Dude, that bear is distracting me.
Oh, hang on.
I'm gonna put this hat on him. I'm looking at you.
Oh, Bryce is in this episode. Hang on.
I'm not trying to bet my voice sounds really, really deep.
Okay, you know
and that's
what?
how people imagine me to sound like when I'm really like just the high-pitched voice guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
like
this.
they hear me like this.
I might have been wrong. No, I don't want to watch episode. I don't want to watch episode 4 right now. So I'll do a check. So this may be incorrect, but if I'm right, episode 4 was when where Austin told that story about the dump and stuff. At Home Depot
and stuff.
And that one was released. But then episode 2, well, the original episode 2 was the one that never got released because that was the one where Austin. It was still me and just me and Austin and. He had me talk to his uncle while we were filming. And so I didn't release that one, I know for sure. So
You just released a clip from it?
I don't
not
have
the
it
whole
anymore.
thing. Oh.
It's gone.
You deleted it?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Dude, that was dude, like nowadays, like if it would have happened now with being at 24, almost 25 episodes, which is crazy. I don't know how this thing lasted that long. But
considering they were only supposed to be 5.
No, we didn't think it would go that far. We weren't gonna stop
Not even to 5?
No, we weren't gonna stop at 5, but we didn't think it would last that long.
Oh.
Maybe not 5, but we didn't think it would last as long as it has now.
That's like 10.
I don't know, we just didn't think it lasts that long. I mean, it really had a bad formula. If one person couldn't make it, if Joey can't make it, then we can't do podcasts. So it was not.
What's the point if you don't make it every week?
What?
You don't do it every week.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, I mean, we
Sometimes
don't do it
you have,
every
like,
week,
very
and there's
short
sometimes
breaks.
where people can't do it. I mean, even if we did it every like 6 weeks, there would be a really good chance that someone can't do it. You know?
Where'd you get those dice?
Oh, that was from something in kindergarten. Hang on, let me check the time. So yeah, that's the story. The podcast, Alejandro. Let's see how much time I wasted there. Okay, do you want to stop? I mean, it's almost an hour.
Sure, let's stop.
Okay, I forgot to do sponsor reads.
Blake!
Okay, I'll do a sponsor read.
How dare you?
That's okay, I'll do a sponsor read.
I put my raccoon head back and forth.
Sorry, I just got into it. That was a fun podcast. Okay.
Even though you said it was gonna be absolutely boring.
No, we just thought this was just gonna be a train wreck. That's what I said before I turned on the camera.
Torticanese!
Okay, the sponsor of this...
Meatholes!
Shut up!
Sorry, I gotta say as much yelling as I can.
The sponsor of this podcast is the YouTube channel Stinky658. He does mostly PC videos on Minecraft and other games. That's Bryce's channel. Go check him out. And I'm Blake ep.24.
I'm Alejandro. I'm no gamer tech, but I'm still Alejandro number 9.
This is the Bob232 podcast episode 24.
Alejandro.